Mater misericordiae, vita lucero, espes nostra salve, patricamus.
My mom and my brother and I always went to church at the UCC Church, United Church of Christ, in Youngwood, Pennsylvania. That's where my mom had been raised. And my dad was raised Catholic, but went to church with us. And that was, for the first 18 years of my life. And we took it very seriously, went to church every week, did catechesis in the UCC Church. But for me, there was something missing, and I was searching for something more at the time. I didn't really know what it was. And when I finally came to Saint Vincent is when I kind of discovered what that more was, what the Lord was calling me to. I was an undergraduate student here at Saint Vincent first, from 2003 to 2007. And when I first got to Saint Vincent, actually I was not Catholic, but I was in the process of searching for something. I got here and I met a number of folks who were faithful Catholics and who I was able to get along with very well, and I found their way of living very inspiring. So they were faithful to their Christian faith, to their Catholic faith, and they were also people that I saw as being able to, you could interact with them in a way that was comfortable, and I got along with them very well. So they were kind of I feel like they were God's answer to me for what I was looking for. It was also the first time that I had ever interacted with monks in my life. So the first monk that I interacted with here as an undergraduate was Father Cyprian Constantine. So he taught my music appreciation class first semester, freshman year, and I had never met anybody like that in my life. I remember sitting in the classroom. It's that kind of amphitheater style classroom that's at the end of Carey Hall. And he would lecture about different eras of music and performances, and seemingly to me on the fly, he could sit down at the piano and play the piece that he just described. It made no difference what era it was from or what genre of music. He could just play it by ear. And I started to realize I was dealing with guys who were different level than people I had interacted with up to that point. And I think that's when I started to be inspired to think about a vocation here. I was ordained May 17th, 2014, and by the first week of June, I was in the lab working with the woman who would become my advisor later on. Having to live outside of the community for those number of years while I did graduate studies, there was the challenge of being away from the community support, but there was also the benefit that I kind of realized in those years that I was living outside, that it affirmed my particular call to monastic life. A couple of things that I found attractive. As a young man, I thought that it was wonderful that these guys chose to live in community and that they chose to pray together. I had very positive experiences as a college student praying with the monks. Recitation of the Psalms and chanting of the Psalms at Vespers and at Lauds, that to me was very attractive as a way to pray. Also, and I will currently say this has kept me here for sure, not just the prayer and the communal life and support, but the apostolic work that the community undertakes. I love my work in the college and my work as a priest. Like in any given day, I'm teaching physics, saying Mass, meeting with students, praying in community, visiting the brothers in the infirmary, and there's even more, working with the novices in the evening, having wonderful recreation with the guys. When I stop to think about what I do in a day with the community, it's a huge blessing. It's just very fortunate to have this vocation. I can't rank one thing as being my favorite, but it's the combination of, I would say, of community life and prayer and the kind of joy of living in community, coupled with our apostolic works. To those men out there who are considering monastic life, what would I say? I would say that the only way to really know what it's like is to come and visit us. Come and see it for yourself from the inside.